Uh, okay, so that's camera angle's kind of weird. Today we will be going, honestly, just gonna be talking about memory issues the whole time. There's a lot of happy to chat with people about new progress in the PyHealth project space, as well as some of the new research initiative stuff. Um, but mainly just to talk about working on the PyHealth memory changes. I should probably run some of these things. Let's share the screen. Yeah. What do I actually got? Oh wait, I forgot it was work. What's this? I might poke some people. Maybe that's at 12 p.m. So all over it. Yeah, SSL checks. Okay, let's test out some things. Yeah, if nobody shows up today, I'm just happy to keep testing things. Delete this. Streaming cache. Vertical space. Um, yeah, I still don't know. Really check who that is. IT. Oh, it's Sid. Okay. Hey, Sid. Let me using the top to check uh use use uh it's possible that it was actually from the user someone else.
Hello.
Hey, Youngda, what's up? Interesting shot.
Wait.
Sorry, I'm sending an email about somebody using our GPUs. Yeah, no, I guess we wanted to talk about the memory issues, right, Youngda?
Yeah.
I'm not on my desktop. I probably should be if I want to like replicate what some of the stuff I'm seeing. But I was gonna spend
Did,
this morning.
did it go through on the cluster?
Let me try. This is something I was meaning to try, and then it was like really late last night, and then
Yeah, yeah, no
yeah.
worries.
Um, mem test.
Also, like when if you run it as a script, you need to put a main guard.
Oh, what do you mean? Like
Yeah, the line 12 is the main guard.
line 12. Like here? Or sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So this one's fine, but for other like Python script, they need to have main guard if they want to run it.
Oh, okay. Like oh, like a main guard like right here, step one. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah, because
will.
like some of the library, like if you use the notebook, it will auto detect it and will not like try to spam multiple process. But otherwise, like without a main guard, it will cause some problem on like multi-processing library. That's
Really?
sort of the issue. It is a known issue for Python for many
Okay.
years. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Uh, oh wait, hold on. I need to do I always forget about doing this. Making sure I
Forget about the reinstalled it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I always forget about like yeah.
Yeah.
Reinstall a different
Uh,
version of PyHealth.
yeah. Another thing is maybe just before like run it, maybe you want to clear up the PyHealth cache. Because like if we have multiple version of the code, sometimes the cache will interfere each other.
How does that go? Like just deleting PyCache or like what's
So I think the default cache directory is like dot cache slash pathos from your root directory.
oh,
Uh,
okay. That cache. Oh, this is like root directory.
oh, sorry, not root directory. I mean the like your home directory.
Oh, okay, okay. We can do this. CD visual is like
Because it's like start with dot, you need ls dash a or something. Yeah, okay.
uh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and there should be a like a PyHealth, like yeah,
Just delete this, I guess.
yeah, just delete this, because everything should be regenerated without cache, just a bit slower.
Okay. Okay, should be. I mean, I would assume this would run like I would never have memory issues as I do have enough like um
I so based on my testing, it should be around like 16 gig, all the way. Um,
I can do like a top. Yeah, like a
but
20.
if you use top, you need to like add multiple Python, because it's multi-processing.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, like as in like
Like it will span multiple Python
okay. Oh, okay.
process, right? That's the idea of like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
multi-processing.
yeah. Okay, I see. So like so there might be more than just so you
Yeah,
said it
there
was
might be more than just the mean Python stuff.
okay, okay. I mean, it's saying I'm using two cores right now, so I don't know. Yeah, so are you saying that it's 20 gigs? 20 gigs is what you would see normally?
I'll say like normally before. I mean somewhere around 16.
Okay.
Overall, but I mean could be a bit over 16.
At least it's not increasing the amount of memory usage. Maybe I can um yeah, I think what was really confusing for me was like it would get hung up on here for a while. Like you know how you were saying like you can look up the like the 883 like the desk, I guess like it's nice you can look in a browser what it's doing.
Yeah.
Um it seemed like it was doing things and then it just stopped doing things for some reason. Okay,
Yeah,
now it's
that
scanning
that's
tables.
that's
Okay.
that's really really weird.
I don't know like if that's like a Windows subset system Linux thing like it's just weird like because it's like a virtual machine inside of a machine type of shenanigans, like something just not communicating or um
I'm not sure. Um, I'm still setting up like my WSL stuff, so I haven't had the time to replicate it. But I can have a look to see what's going on.
it kind of makes me wish like Linux has what Windows was doing with the memory compression. Like
Uh, I mean, there are a couple of like kernel plugin to do that, just not enabled by default.
hmm, 27 gigs. Okay, so I mean that's still not bad to see like 27 gigs if it's normally goes up to 60. Like that's um
Is it possible to top and then just filter like by your username or something, maybe?
it's a good idea. I don't remember any of the commands anymore, so I'm gonna
Uh, I also have no idea. I just ask ChatGPT for those. I mean, or any AI
have
assistant for those.
to check how much. Okay, it's dash U. 27.
Yeah. I think it's still at the scanning table phase, so that's single process.
Hmm.
Or it start caching. Uh, yeah. I mean, okay. Probably caching is also. I forgot if I use the multi-thread or multi-process mode. Multi-process is a bit faster, but there are some caveat on that.
Is there like a some type of like number of workers variable again that I have to set?
I hard coded for four. There's no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because I want get this thing working before like any.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah, I was trying to like I don't know. I don't know if this is
you
still
should be able
running.
to. Yeah, you should be able to forward a port to see what's going on there.
Oh, okay. So how does that work? Uh,
Oh yeah, though I'm not sure. Like, so in the VS Code, like there's a port. You see, there's a port right after the terminal.
uh right here.
Yeah, forward a port.
And then I was
And
like
then A7.
seven. And then
And then you can just open it locally. You're good.
huh. This was very familiar from yesterday when I was playing around with the CPI utilization. Yeah, I don't really know. I wonder if it's like maybe a Linux issue. Like I don't know if that's just like something underneath the hood is like completely different. Um, but the funny thing is like I think the interesting thing is like it's still doing work, like the process.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, also like there should be a progress bar at this stage. Like if you check the code, I explicitly tell it to use a progress bar.
Okay, let me TQDM, right? No.
No, not TQDM. It's a Dask building. You should be able to search for progress.
Did I not pull correctly? Let me just check that I have this is the right. Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry. This is the wrong PyHealth. This is the old one.
Yeah.
This one. Progress. Handle progress. Space, make them configurable. Yeah, there's like something weird here that I don't understand. Um, Like, oh, also you're in Python 3.12, right? Like maybe there's just something weird about Python 3.10.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm always using 3.12.
okay, let me. Okay, I don't remember which one was the 3.12 version I made. Let me make a new
You
one.
can always create a new conda
Uh,
environment.
yeah, let me create a new kind of environment with Python 3.12. Hey, Andrea. Let's see.
Howdy. See making progress on the performance?
Yeah, I mean, slowly, I think. There's always weird things going on, like whether it's like Python versions or what, PyHealth 3.12. Um,
Let me let me check my code. Um, uh, I also want to double check if I forget to include some dependency or not. Uh, mm,
Probably to just change VS Code or something. Yeah, I can talk about later some of the new things that just talking to Dr. Cross about more clinical tests that we can adopt and build. And there's some interesting things like um, I can come back to this later actually. But yeah, I have some new updates on where I think we can go. Um, I just hope this. It would just be really cool to train like high health models on like on a gaming desktop. Like it's like remarkably I feel like if we could solve some of these issues, like it's like
yeah, yeah. I guess the first thing is make it runnable.
yeah,
I'm not sure
yeah.
if that's a Python version issue or some package version issue. Once it's runnable, I think everything else should be relatively easy. There are a few items need to resolve once it's running. So one is the typing issue, like the implicit type conversion difference
Oh yeah,
between
the daytimes.
daytimes and the
Yeah.
nullable stuff. And then another thing is the API issue. I've included a API translation layer, but I'm not
Hmm.
sure how good it is. We need to see on that. Um,
Was that with the I
so the only API it will affect is that process table stuff. Like, if you go to like load table, there's
yeah,
a like if it has an attribute like process, is it a pre-process func?
pre-process.
It's yeah.
Okay. I see, I see. Okay, as we call it pre-process stock. Handle joins, cardinal timestamp parts in order of no separator, date time. Yeah, I think I don't know. That's something we would have to see, right? I think that's um it is annoying that Polars doesn't do this like natively, some of the stuff that they uh,
Polus is always considering the speed over memory. They assume everyone have a super good computer. To I
Okay.
mean, it's because ultimately Polaris is a company and they need to market their stuff like through benchmarking, right?
Sure, sure, sure. Um yeah, I guess if you're Amazon and Google, you have, infinite RAM. Um,
Mm, not really, but they can. Uh,
so it's 85, 66. Hmm. No, I mean, I was surprised, like, at least in your like Mem 5 branch, I was like playing around with it just to see like, how fast would like a consumer GPU run. And like it feels very much like in some ways the 5070 Ti or like these consumer
oh,
gaming GPUs
I
are.
think like 5070 Ti is too weak to like like wh- like, if you use a 5070 Ti for a laptop version, like a mobile version, I
Uh-huh.
think the bottleneck is actually the GPU because the GPU is too weak.
It was weird to me was like the performance is actually like really fast. It's just like you're just memory limited is basically what you are. You just can't increase the batch size enough. And like the batch size does affect how your mo downstream model performs a lot of the times. Like bigger batch sizes are like a lot more stable for training. Um,
Uh, yeah, it's a lot more stable for training, but not necessarily the like you can use different technique to overcome that. Oh, and yeah, speaking of that, so I saw your post regarding the stage night issue.
Station ID, which was
Like the no, I mean the stage night that it
oh
doesn't uh like learn the lab event. Sorry, it's like a completely change of topic.
oh yeah. There's like there's I think one of the interesting things would just be like making it more uniformly attentive
Uh,
to different features.
One of the common technique to address this, I think, is to reduce the learning rate for the parameter that's very easy to learn. So like we increase the learning rate for lab events and reduce the learning rate for EHR.
Okay. Like you have separate gradient updates basically,
I mean it's still a
magnitude wise.
single gradient update, but the like optimizer will update different parameter in different scales.
Does
So,
Torch even
so
support that? I'm just curious. Torch.
it's fully supported. You can specify a dictionary of parameter with different learning rate using PyTorch
Okay.
native optimizer anyway. You see?
Interesting.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, interesting. I had no idea. I've always my thought would be something like a masking operation during training. Like you would randomly mask some ICD
That
codes, and then you would like
that would also work,
you
but that
uniformly.
also yeah, that would also work, but that also like introduce like regularization effect, which may or may not be something we want. Like if we just purely want to like make one make one set of feature harder to learn and another set of feature easier to learn is I think the standard way is to adjust the learning rate. Masking would also work, but it also introduce regularization, so we can't separate the effect there.
I think the goal is to make it more. I think the from my conversation with Dr. Cross is like you would want ideally the model to recognize that the lab, even if the ICD code was missing, the lab events would represent some of the ICD codes. Like there's like pairings of them. And so it would be nice if we could I don't know. Yeah, we could definitely explore this as part of the research process. I think
Yeah.
the ultimate goal is just like, can we, change how, one, can we make just a really interpretable method, but the other part is like really have the attributions be useful. I think that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess both we can explore both way. Like one is we use different drop out ratio for different set of features. Another is like we use different learning rate for different
Hmm.
set of features. I think both will achieve similar effects, but
Yeah.
the concern for dropout is that like if we drop off too much, then that set of feature really just
Yeah.
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 And we can also have a mix of two, like
Yeah.
if one of them doesn't work as strong as we want to.
I think the other thing I was going to explore was like the idea of what's happening here, syntax calibration. Just a syntax warning. I've never seen that. I guess Python 3.12 does some linting or something, some syntax checks. Interesting. Scanning table, that mode, limiting to. Yeah, no, I was also thinking of like the adversarial learning or not. I don't know what I call it, like projected. It's a PGD adversarial. Like,
I have very limited knowledge about adversarial learning.
yeah, I was thinking of like trying some of these interesting like it's very simple. Just like you have a hyperparameter, you just add a little bit of noise in some direction that goes the opposite direction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like the way the so like if it's like you're predicting a panda, you have some confounding variable polar bear, so you add a little bit of noise to make sure the that like pushes it towards the polar bear, so it kind of learns to ignore certain types of features. Um, or like the noisy panda example, like it's just a panda but with some more noise in the panda. Um, I think I think it'd be interesting towards because a lot of the I think
Uh, I guess this will require some sort of domain knowledge.
yeah, we'll have the oh you mean yeah we'll have the I think Dr. Cross had some ideas about counterfactuals and things. Um, but
Because we need to make sure like the it's not distorted too much that it's no longer a panda, something like that, right?
yes, yeah, and I think his point was there is a bound. Like you can imagine certain lab event signals, like that they
Yeah.
take when they test the patients. If you go too far or the shape looks too weird, right, it can actually signal correctly some other things. And so, like, definitely part of the analysis would be like having a physician check our like perturbed signals and things like that. But I think. I guess text is a much easier thing to validate for ourselves, but like there are things like um, I just think it's a good excuse to explore like PyHealth different training pipelines, like more advanced than just the very vanilla like trainer that currently exists, like PyTorch Lightning support or things like that. Um, but there are things like people who are exploring PGD, like you get better performance, and then you also if we talk about IOU, which is like an interpretability metric, right? Like it does improve the interpretabilities of your approaches, and so it's kind of um, what is it? BS? I should really say the arch supervised stated approach, supervised and attention, yeah. And so there's like ways of exploring this, and I think it'd be interesting. It's kind of funny, you know how you implemented I think GIM or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy actually reached out. He's like, great. Cool. Uh he's like, hey, we made a Python package for it if you want to like check it out. And it's mostly for LLMs though, I think. I think he was doing it specifically for attention analysis of large language models. And then yeah. Um Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting how some people pay
Yeah.
attention. Um, oh, I should probably check that this is like actually still running. Oh, okay. There's a Python 3.12 thing, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I guess the 3.10 is too old. Like
Uh,
technically, Dask still supports
okay.
3.10, but like they are in maintain mode right now, sort of. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I don't think it'll break the docs. So I might just add an update. Like the recommended Python version is 3.12. Um, because
yeah,
I will say though it was interesting was like I don't know how to I need to ask whoever set up our read the docs site because we need to update the Python version on that
yeah.
because sometimes when you do like different like override typing operator like it'll
Yeah.
break our documentation and then it was just so I
Oh, I didn't realize that will break the dogs. I thought like because
it's
it helped the like VS Code type check
oh yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean I think it's better that we move. towards the more modern Python versions. I think it was just for the longest time we've just been on Python 3.10, so everything is just like built around that.
Yeah, it's better than like our company who had it for 3.8 until like 3 months after like they
Okay.
no longer receive security update. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
We'll go. We'll revert to Python 2 for. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, what is this? Is this normal? Is this expected? I don't know. Can I zoom in?
I don't think it's expected, but uh
Let's see. Oh, okay. And okay, now we have the date typing, I think, issues again.
yeah. Yeah, there's
Um,
data.
yeah, no, I was just wondering about this. This is kind of
Sorry, arrow, blah, blah.
maybe I can send this through chat. I don't know if like any.
I mean, I think we can sort of ignore that. Probably not a big deal.
Okay. And try to date.
I do patch these two issue if you want to try, but uh like if you want to poll, let me see if I've pushed it or not.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think I do patch these two issues in the like neural code, but then it still doesn't produce
Oh,
as much patient as we want to. Like it filter out lots of patient. And the reason is that after those time filter, there's no lab events. So
oh,
I'm not sure
okay.
if there's a silent error that, there's some like typing mismatch cause some of the lab event get filtered out or not. But also it doesn't filter out all the lab events. Like we still have some patient have lab events. So like that's uh
This is
like
very
I'm not
strange.
entirely sure what's wrong with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Because yeah, the thing is I'm not sure if it's normal to filter out like 50% of the patient.
It's not uncommon, but there's how do I say this? I think there was I don't know if Mem 5 had the similar issue, which was um instead of normally you'd have maybe like 100, so if there's 300,000 total patients, there would be like
Yeah.
130,000 patients maybe for like this more just this mortality prediction task.
Yeah.
And for some reason, like in Mem 5, it was like you only had 5,000 patients total, which like it got rid of like the vast
Yeah.
majority of the number of patients, which
Yeah,
I
so
think,
I checked the joining process. That looks all good. The issue is when we apply task, like lots of the patient just get filtered out, because they cannot identify lab events, and because we have lots of like time
oh,
related filtering in the lab events, and we also observe this like uh,
uh,
timestamp typing issue, right? So I'm just like randomly making connection there, but I was thinking like if it's sort of related or not.
yeah, that's uh,
Because
oh,
another thing is easy to fix. Like we can just tell the task to replace all the empty string to null, so that won't be an issue.
yeah.
But for the timestamp one, this is a bit tricky.
I mean, we know that they have a hospital admission ID, I believe, in the lab events data frame. Let me just check the YAML file that we've built.
Yeah, so like I think I sent you an example in the Discord.
Change that time.
Maybe we want to manually verify if that makes sense or not.
Okay. I think it was a while back here, right? Let's just daytime. Fill seems to judge time skip was arrow daytime or path. Something like computers says about it.
It's a bit after that, I guess.
Both should use daytime. Let's show you. What's it do? It says about how far once it becomes a constraint.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Yes.
Uh, I do remember I was like, I remember running in this weird thing where I was a little worried that
Oh
the.
yeah. It's let me see. It's here. I put it in the newest chat.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, do you see a lot of stuff? A
Uh,
picture of a skipping patient due to no
oh
lab.
yeah, yeah, here. Yes.
Yeah, that's a no, then that should not be intended. Like it should, if there are lab events, it should like
There
even if
are
it's
lab events,
heterogeneous.
but I'm not sure if they are like lab events within the time range required.
Ooh, it confuses me because I feel like it should be within the. Is it just because we're not using the correct timestamp format somehow? Like we're just not. Um,
Oh yeah, that there's another thing that we must uh
we're just defining timestamp formats, right?
yeah, we need to so basically the old Plural's strategy was to auto-infer the timestamp, which is something like, very memory intensive.
Yeah.
The new way is that it will treat it as like ISO timestamp, and if it's not ISO format, it will get ignored. So
Okay.
I that could also be something like off, but I do see lots of them have the correct time information. So if you check you can visually check the intermediate cache to see like lots of them do have the correct timestamp.
It should. Oh, that's weird to me because the timestamps are like the years are definitely fake years, but the
Uh,
relative
uh,
times should be
yeah, I
correct.
think they are ISO format, like somewhat ISO, not exact ISO, but ISO enough for task to recognize it.
Yeah. They give the format, the dates. I mean, we can definitely like hard code the dates, the date formats for each data set. That's also a fair criticism because not everybody does it the same. Like if you're, European, like 2501 TNFI data time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like people will have different standards for these things. And
There's an ability to specify it, just no one specified in the config.
yeah, we should I thought we had a timestamp format specific like
We do have
our
that. Like,
attribute, right?
yes, yes.
I don't what happened to it. I don't remember. I don't remember what happened. Did I refactor something that I don't remember?
Like the option is still there. It's just not in the config. And also like because Plurals can auto infer it without like with a like format none. So I think that's why like it has been working right now.
Okay. I am okay, so but
Yeah, and,
it
and on the contrast, like because task is mainly dealing with like larger than memory data set, they cannot like go through the whole thing and infer that. So
yeah,
they'll just if you put it on, they'll just assume it's ISO. But I don't think this is the issue because it can still correctly parse the mimic. Like if you open a new like Python script and just like read the
okay.
intermediate file or something.
Yeah, I oh by the way, is it possible to get the daytime patch here? Just to
Wait, I saw like could you reinstall it? Probably cause in theory like uh let me just double check.
let me try.
Yeah, so the newest commit ID is 4660.
Okay. I mean, I think I should be up to date. I should be um let's see.
Yeah, I mean you can check the commit ID, but I think it should be there.
Like, what was the specific like the just I remember you had some like daytime specific things going on like
Yeah, so it's just like in the data patient.
data patient. Oh, literally okay.
Uh, you see, there's like fast and then yeah, NP daytime. Like originally, this was just start. Like there was no NP daytime 64 stuff at
Okay.
line 155.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Yeah, so this is a new version actually.
Uh, s- yeah, this is a weirdly.
I'm not sure if you need to clear up the task cache.
Oh,
No worries. If there's something wrong, it will,
I know they're
yeah, it will error.
right. It's weird because it does like do a couple task transformations, it seems like, without issues, and then um
Yeah,
sometimes errors. Yeah.
and it will filter out lots of like patient during this process.
You want to try strict equals false. One in the 455 values. You got the dot df of columns.
That's a different issue, I guess. Like there are
Yeah.
some law or something. Like I guess there's something like not looking good on the
It's just
timestamp issue. Like we need to like that's something like require a bit fix.
I wonder if
I'm
it's
not
in
sure
the
if
I wonder if it's in the text specifically like this
if one task has this issue, I suspect other tasks will also have it.
hmm, like this thing right here, this call.
Yeah. Um,
Somewhere.
I'm not sure if you have the time to like sort of fix this.
Yeah, I mean I could try. I'm just worried about the I'm worried this is not only our only issue. It's just like uh because it seems like it's filtering out too many patients and it's not clear why that might be. Um
Yeah, but I do suspect it's all about this timestamp filtering.
yeah.
Like there's
Uh
some things off with the timestamp, and the issue is that I'm not familiar with like what would be the normal behavior for mimic.
oh I'm mostly basing it off of the original um like the original implementation, which I guess the issue is like they we treat null dates differently. Is that correct? Uh,
I think so. No, so yeah. I think right now the only two issue I can observe one is the nullability thing.
okay.
Another thing is about the uh, date time, like date time conversion. So only these two have like different
Mm,
behavior, and I think like once we can somehow mimic the old behavior on these two specific things,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
then it should be all good, and everything else should be like relatively easy. The API thing, I have a solution, just haven't implemented yet.
Okay, okay. I think I can probably um I can try 462 items. It's the starting data processing. What is this? I don't actually. I thought we already double cached. I don't. Oh, okay.
So the first one is apply the task. Second one is apply the processor.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, okay. And then now we have training. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do want to observe the number of patients. You see 581. Not sure that's normal or not.
581.
From
Uh,
1,000 patient. So
okay,
the joint table actually have 1,000 patient,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
after
yeah.
task filter, it becomes like 581.
Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's compare. What branch am I? I should be on main. Uh,
I think the number is somewhat similar because for me, I got like 100. Sorry, I got a 500. So it's like somewhere between 5 to 600, like for
okay.
this branch.
Yeah, yeah. 500. Oh, 540, I guess. I'm curious. Okay, let me. Oh, I can run in the background with the whole data set. I think that's easier to do because I know um benchmark remote workers one. I don't think that's the correct one. I had some logs from like older runs. like StageNet, success run. Like you'll have 137,000 samples or something, like
Yeah.
samples specifically. And so they'll have like this and stuff. So I think we can probably replicate that
Yeah,
by
but they will take much, much longer
yeah,
than
we
this
can
machine.
yeah, we can leave it in the background. I can report back in that case.
Yeah.
If the date time has been fixed, which I think it has, so well, right now it's been fixed with this ch Chank.
Yeah, it has been fixed for this specific task, I suspect, but
Yeah, yeah, which is
um
it's okay. It's okay. I don't think we need to keep training. Let me. Um, I think there are like I think the other mortality predictions might have not that one. Let's look at the like things like yeah, like maybe this like these tasks might have run into some problems. Uh let's see what else. In hospital mortality prediction, I think is basically StageNet version of this is also using this. I don't know. Like, does that mean we should just like set we don't want to set the null all the null dates before task processing, do we? I don't know.
uh, I think the old behavior is so in prior CSV parsing, as far as I see, they put all the empty string to null. But Dask will keep the empty string as the empty string.
Yeah,
And I'm not sure if we want to mimic this behavior or not, because I'm not sure if processes do something smarter than just put all the empty string to null. Like they may also do some magic stuff.
it
But
might be
I can definitely try to just change all the uh
it
like
might be
empty string
easier
to null and then to see how that goes.
like just memory wise, I guess. Let me just do this real quick. I'm curious. I'll have to delete the cache again, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, if you ever want to run a different version of the code, you need to delete the cache because the cache are incompatible between different mem branch. Oh, if you just do this, you don't need to delete the cache. It will detect it's a different data set and will create a different cache folder.
Will it? Oh, like it'll detect that it's a different. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not
So
not
it
dev
based
mode.
on like the root table and the dev situation, it will create a different folder.
Okay, okay,
Smart enough for data set, but not for task.
okay.
Uh,
Just making sure we're in the right one. I'll just leave it in the background. Uh, test, just test memory test M9. And we can probably also look at how much memory it uses.
yeah, yeah. I think it's like below 20, definitely. Like somewhere around 16 most of the time.
Okay. Uh,
So like if we fix the typing issue, this is definitely like very memory efficient.
yeah, that'd be really good. That would be really exciting. I think, yeah, I actually think for a lot of clinical predictive models, you don't need that much memory. Okay, so it's 20, 27. Yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know how to check which. Oh, it is rapidly rising in memory. How do I? All right, Claude, show me how do I find a specific Python run? Let's see.
It's just a random thought that comes to mind. If the concern is try to run it on a variety of different machines to try to test it. If we come up with a simple script to get some benchmarking, we have a large quantity of people probably are all running different types of equipment
Yeah,
and just get some numbers.
Yeah, that would be good. It'd be good to like poll everyone like, hey, like once we, I guess once we, I guess we can always like send the branch out. That's also a fair point. Like run this command, clone this branch, run this specifically. The hard part is I think people may still have to get like mimic access themselves, um, just to like get the full access to the full data set. Um, because yeah, it would be nice to see if like, like your MacBook could run it like a MacBook Air or like a
And
MacBook Pro. Um,
'cause if we're saying we want regular doctors to be able to do this, what sort of equipment are they likely to have access to?
I think for academic physicians, they'll definitely have a workstation just because people who are working already
Oh yeah,
kind
they'll
of,
be in a university.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And,
Yeah.
and they'll have like
I,
an IT team sometimes or usually.
yeah,
Um,
I think for most of the model, like if their computer are not like powerful enough, even if they can run the data processing, they won't be able to run the training. Like for
Training is
example,
one of the
MacBook. Yeah.
yeah is the main concern.
But I mean, training is like it is what it is. There's really nothing to optimize. PyTorch is the most optimized one already, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, training's all about the volume of data you're running through it. So the bigger the data set, the optimizations just have a smaller data set, basically,
Yeah, but
which is not great.
All MacBook doesn't have like strong GPU in the sense of running AI training workload.
I think the more thing was just be like, if you're doing research, it'd be nice I could just send you like the model weights and you can just like run inference,
Oh yeah.
like te testing out code or before we deploy it on like a big cluster and like actually run the experiment. If you're writing code and you need to like, okay, I want to do this experiment before I run this, or it's nice to be able to do it locally, just in case you don't have access to the cluster for whatever reason. Um,
Well, it's also
Oh,
that in
that's
my
a fair point.
experience, setting up like a cluster or something like that, if you haven't done it before, is a huge barrier to entry too. So like, okay, now I have to figure out how to learn how to access this
yeah.
cluster. Then I have to set up my account, make sure everything's logged in. So anything we can do to reduce the amount of work someone needs to get into to get useful insights probably is useful.
I will say like the funny thing is I think because clinical predictive models are still actually relatively small, like if you do have like a gaming PC, you could overnight train a clinical predictive model, is what I realized.
I mean, you
It's
just need a GPU, right? So
yeah, yeah. Um,
I
like
mean,
if you
that's
want
that's not a huge barrier to entry. So that's I mean, that's from a hardware perspective, that's as things come down. But I remember watching like as computer requirements have slowly come down over the ages.
yeah. I mean, I was just thinking of even like here's an old A6000 that people would spend like $10,000 on. And here's like the GPU I own in my desktop. It's like it's not that far off.
The A6000 is like low end uh
Yeah.
for graphics mainly. Like no one will want to use it for
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, I understand this is the new guy, but but
Yeah,
he's
like H200, H100, those kind of things are like
yeah.
more
But but
machine
but
learning
most
focused.
hospitals aren't going to have a budget to go and buy like a fancy industrial grade GPU just to do training data and insights. A
They
university
can buy a
might be able to.
5090 and do the training. That will be fine.
I mean, if you can get a 50 now. Oh, I guess you can get a 5090.
I
It's
I mean, getting a 50, and like I think the computer I just bought a new gaming laptop a few weeks ago, and I think
okay.
it's a 5080. So, and that wasn't too
Like
hard to get a hold of. The problem with 5090s right now is aren't they still melting, or did they fix that?
They can still
uh,
melt if you don't plug them in correctly. I think.
yeah, like if you use the wrong cable or like if you use a cable with too low rigid too too low resistance, you still melt. Like the issue is they don't have load balancing on the card side. Um, and if your cable is too good in the sense that
It's too
they have
good.
very low resistance, then the voltage difference, sorry, the not the voltage, the ampere difference can be very, very large and will mold one of the pin. So that's the issue. Like, so in a sense, like a worse quality uh, cable, like that has a higher resistance can work as sort of as a load balancer
Hmm.
in terms of power. That's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, that feels like a little bit of a design oversight, but it wouldn't be the first time.
I,
Not their first time. They experienced it on 1490, like, you know, second time, I would say.
I think the
I
problem is
remember hearing that with those two.
there's just no competition. Total memory 41 gigs.
That well, monopolies are fun. So,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
a maybe discussion for a different day.
Test.
Yeah, but I mean, 5090 is still the fastest GPU to train a model on consumer space, right? And also, it's very,
Right.
very cheap compared to other like deep learning card.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I mean, you're what $1,000 or something,
It's
maybe
it,
maybe 1,500,
yeah.
somewhere in that
Yeah,
range.
it's only like 2000
It's
US
only
dollar if I remember correctly,
Oh,
compared to,
that's up to 2,000. Okay.
yeah, yeah, to
well,
2000 US dollar compared to like other, H100, H200, which costs like significantly more than that.
Well, I mean, anything once you start talking, we're selling this to companies is going to be much more expensive. I still remember seeing like the cost for just a computer with specs that was for a company that was buying it to use for a business, and just even the basic equipment was 5 or 6 times more expensive than the consumer of the same concept. Like even like the SSD was like 300 or 400 times more expensive or something. It's like, okay, why is this one component like $3,000 when that will give you an entire consumer computer? So like, okay. I don't know how much of that is it is better quality and how much of that is they realize they can charge companies more.
I just think that they're a monopoly. I just think NVIDIA has like no competition.
It's
Wait, it
way
has
too
some error. Like,
No space left on
oh,
device. Hold
Oh,
on.
well, there you go.
Let me delete a bunch of my own caches. Hold on.
Speaking
I
of RAM issues or space issues, as it were.
yeah,
yeah,
like you either need to use RAM or you use disk. Like,
no,
there's no free storage.
we have a lot of terabytes. I just have a 2 terabyte max limit on every person
Oh,
and the
I
Sunlet
see.
because previously I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna bad mouth anyone. I'm not gonna say anyone specifically, but like some people would take like all 20 terabytes, and you just be like, why
Oh
are you do
gosh.
like why are you doing this? Please let me run my job so I don't.
Why are you was it Bogo Bogo sorting something or something really equally
I
inane?
actually I have another meeting from the
Okay, yeah,
technical
yeah.
team, so
I'll
I
poke you
have
guys later. Sorry, I wanted to talk more about the clinical predictive modeling stuff, but we can, yeah, we
Well, it
can,
sounds like we'll have a separate meeting for that. I should be free towards the end of next week, but next week's going to be a little bit chaotic. Ironically enough, I'm actually more free over the holidays, but
yeah, yeah, no
I
worries.
understand that is generally chaotic.
Yeah, we can also talk asynchronously. I can probably map out like a quick to-do plan, just exactly what we want to train on and some other details. And then and, like because I think he might be on rotation like Dr. Cross and so he might be busy as well if he's like on call, which could also
Oh yeah.
be
Well, that's it's
yeah.
always rotations.
Yeah.
Can confirm that is the life cycle of being in medicine is going between rotations. Just
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. We can, yeah, I can, yeah, we can definitely work that out. I think a lot of it is just down towards like building a new architecture, and then I still need to get one of the PhD students in my lab to like send me his code so we can just like train a new model on like a more clinically relevant tasks that where our interpretability actually matters. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because
I got go.
that'd be good
yeah, yeah,
examples.
Thank
yep,
you.
yep.
Bye.
Thanks, Yanda. Thanks, Andrea. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you guys later.
Uh, yep. Have a good evening.
Okay.